Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I camp out with Lion Den, Hawan Ben Joshua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I'd like to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Archons, and to the women and children. Ka Halayim La, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Haroka Kodash Mahamath. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawan. Salutation to the archons who are the four corners of the earth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, yep, they're doing it again. Okay, it's becoming more aggressive. Banks refusing all cash withdrawal and closing accounts, right? I'm going to play a little bit of it. The title of this lesson, Wake Up Call. Here we go.
To give us our money. If we go into a bank and ask for cash, the bank is most likely going to tell us no, or they're going to ask why. They want questions. They want to ask you questions and get answers so that they do not have to give you cash. One of the reasons why banks most likely don't have a lot of cash on hand. So I want to break down what's going on, what we are seeing, what just happened in Canada, but what we are seeing right here in the United States. So make sure you stick around and watch this entire video, and I'll explain exactly what is going on. But all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So I first want to play you a clip. This is from the Royal Bank in Canada, okay? Where the banker, the teller, is refusing a customer's withdrawal. Just look at this. Just listen to this interaction.
Wait, I don't understand. What are you talking about?
So I will either give you a bank draft, or if you're going to get cash, I will need an invoice for the car purchase.
Why? No, I'd like to. It's for the car's payments for in cash. I can't use a bank draft.
Are you buying from like a private?
Yeah, it's private. It's literally from my friend.
From your friend?
Yeah, but he wants it in cash.
Can you give you like anything that you purchase it from him?
No, I don't. You don't need that. Bro, what is it? I'm only asking for 3. What is this? It's my money. I'm allowed to withdraw from my own bank account.
Yeah, so
You said that what's the maximum limit you can give a withdrawal to a customer? It's $3,000 on the date. You've already mentioned that multiple times.
You're not.
So right there, and we'll finish this in just a second, but this teller is telling the customer that the maximum amount that they can give is $3,000. Okay? $3,000 on the date. Now, with that said, he's asking for $3,000, and she wants to give him a bank draft. And then she's asking, well, do you have anything from your friend if it's a private sale? Really, a banker doesn't need that. Okay? It's your money. You should be able to access it. Well, here's the problem. We are now starting to see tellers asking more questions. Remember years ago when we were told that anything over a $600 transaction would have to be reported to the federal government. Okay, and many people shot that down. Terrible idea. They're not going to do it. They're going to pull their money out. They're just going to go cash. Here's the problem. Right now, if we go and pull money out of the bank and we get cash, the concern is there are many restaurants and businesses that are cashless, that they do not accept this as legal tender. Okay? It's a huge issue. Now, I want to read you a few emails I received and also comments. Okay? This is stuff that's been happening lately. And one of the interesting things is now banks are closing our accounts. If we come to the bank and we ask for, let's say, $5,000, and you are somewhat of a disruption, the bank will most likely close your account. It's crazy, but they're doing it. Okay? Now, I want to read you a few things first, because what we are facing moving forward is the threat of cyber attacks as well. And according to the IMF, they say cyber attacks risk triggering bank runs. They say cyber attacks are becoming so frequent, malicious, and costly that they risk triggering bank runs, according to the International Monetary Fund. Said the fund.
Okay, let me just stop right there. So you can see, you got two choices, right? You can keep on trusting what the banks that are owned by the wicked elites, right? Because they're the one that can do any cyber attack and then say it's China, Japan, or Russia. They can say back and forth, right? And then just keep on stealing. I remember in the 70s, since I'm from New York, all you had to do is go to a loan shark when you needed to get money, right? But after the late 80s, middle 90s, when you look for a loan shark, the old saying was, no, they're not in the streets no more. They're working for the banks. Okay? So it's going to get worse because the system wants to bring in that cashless society, okay, to have more control and easier for them to take as much as they want and to force everyone to worship their fake long hair, high heel God. Okay? The title of this lesson, I already said the title, is Wake Up Call. I want to go to Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. And it says, never trust thy enemy, for like iron rust, so is his wickedness. Okay? And 2/3 of our people, when they hear this saying from Scripture, right, they like to go to these 501c3 incorporated prostitute churches, right, that tells them love everyone. As soon as they hear the word love everyone, trust everyone, right? But they forgot that in Scripture, in Job chapter 9, verse 24, it says that the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, right? I mean, it's right in front of your faces, you so-called Negros Latinos, American speckled birds. But no, you keep insisting that Santa Claus is more important and more real than Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. Verse 11, though he humble himself, right, and goes crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away, right? Now, we have our people that work in the bank, to tell us. But when you start going to like the CEOs, right? That's where you're going to see the real lion, right? That knows exactly what they're doing to our people, okay? And since, our people around the world, the so-called Negros Latinos, American speckled birds, are waking up to who they really are, and the whole world knows who the Edomites are, that the banks have to move quicker, okay? They have to bring this shutdown sooner than late, because they also have to be watching for Yahweh Shai when he comes back with the host of angels. Verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee, he stands up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seeks to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Right? I mean, a lot of our people get real friendly to the point where they trust the Edomite. And, this is the reality. You cannot trust a snake. It's in their DNA. Okay? They're not going to change just because you want to believe a lie. Okay? Verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come near a wild beast? That's what it is. A snake and a wild beast. Right? But no. 2/3 of our people keep insisting that no harm is going to come to them, right? Because they understand the Edomite. Right? Yet, look what the Edomites are doing with the banks, with people that pay mortgages in houses, people that are paying rent, right? I mean, look at President, what's his name again? Sleepy Joe. Didn't he say that he's not going to participate in going to war and helping on Israel fight the battle with Iran? Now you're hearing news that he's going to go sending military. Okay? You can't trust them. Verse verse 13. No, Slakia, verse 14. So one that goes to a sinner is defiled with him in his sin. Who will pity? Yeah. You know, a lot of people got so used to doing business with the banks that the banks now are showing their true fangs. Right? They tell you how much they can give you, or they tell you when they don't want to give you anything. And they want more information. How about the people, the so-called Negros, Latino, Americans, Speckled Bergs, getting information from the bank? Who's the owner? What's his criminal record? What's his name? What's his social security? His birth, his address, his credit record, his criminal record. How about you turn the tables around? And make YouTubes when they refuse to give that information. Right? How about you looking into who's the owners of these banks? And shout it out. Okay? If not, do the work of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. 15. For while he will abide with thee, but if thou being to fall, he will not tarry. That's right. Once you start falling, which that's what he wants, you know, you so-called Negros Latinos, American Speckled Birds, men and women, right? You got to understand that they want to keep us in slavery. They do not want to let us go. And if we do not comply and obey, they're going to take us out. That's the only solution. They will not let us go because they have all our wealth. That's how come they can't let us go, because they let us go, they got to give everything. And then they become slaves. You see? Verse 16. An enemy speaks sweetly with his lips, but in his heart and his mind, he imagines how to throw thee into the pit. And that's what they're doing. They already have it planned out. He will weep, Slakia, with his tears. But if he finds opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. No, but you still want to go to these 501c3 incorporated prostitute churches, want to keep worshiping this Jesus, right? Blue eyes, long blonde hair, that loves wearing high heels, okay, with a broken wrist. But yeah, you love the Transformers. They're the ones who brought that wickedness to our people. Verse 18. Verse 17. If adversaries come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretends to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. Yeah, he's going to pretend he's got your back, you know, that he's going to help you, that he's there for you, right? But at the end, you're going to find out that he is not. Okay? Verse 18. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. Yeah. Tell you what you want to hear, what you want to know. But all this time, yes, setting you up, right? That's how come our women's, are in a mess that they're in. Okay? Because they don't understand, they don't look into that jumping around with different men, having sex and having the men's sperm in different sperm of men in them, it stays with you forever. And if the man, I don't care if he's Jake, right, so-called Negros, Latino, American, speckled bird, or Edomite, if they're wicked, that's what you're getting into. It's just like food. If you eat fake food, you get fake results. Right? I want to go to Micah. Give me a minute here. Give me a minute, Micah. Micah what? I'm going to go to chapter 7, verse 5. Trust ye not in a friend. Put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lies in thy bosom. This is Yahweh Bashin Yashai talking to the men. Can't trust the woman. Right? Now don't get me wrong. We do have women that are doing the work of Yahweh Bashin Yashai. But just like us men that are doing the work of Yahweh Bashin Yashai, we're going to know at the end, when all hell breaks loose, when the second shutdown comes, who will stand for Yahweh Shai, who will die standing doing the work, holding on to the name of Yahweh Shai, men and women. Okay? Verse 6, for the son dishonors the father. The daughter rise up against her mother. The daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemy are the men of his own house. This is a test that's going to come to all of us. The so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds. And you, Jake, who have been called and ignore the calling, how you think you're going to stand strong for your wife and your children? It's like exercise. If you exercise, you got the strength to endure whatever work you're doing, right? But if you don't study and humble yourself with fear and tremble and do the work of Yahweh Shai, he ain't going to give you the mental, spiritual strength that you're going to need in those days. Verse 7, therefore I will look unto you, Yahweh. I will wait for the power of my salvation. My God will hear me. And why? Well, we're doing the work of Yahweh Shai, going in the highways and byways as a living sacrifice. No different than when our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled bird, right, men and women, go to the army of these Edomites to fight, to protect them, and to die for them. That's some crazy shit. The people that are raping, robbing, and plundering you to this day, right, for generation and generation, you're going to join the army, right, their army. Not Yahweh Shai's army, but theirs. That's crazy, huh? Verse 9. Oh, give me a minute. Verse 8. Rejoice not against me, O my enemies. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, Yahweh shall be a light unto me. Yeah, but they're going to come after us to throw us into FEMA camp. Some of us are going to be beheaded, right? Beaten. Want to go to verse 9. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him, until he pleads my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, to the truth, and I shall behold his righteousness. Yeah. Because who's going to be talking for us? His son, Yahweh Shai, our king. King of kings, Lord of lords, our big brother. Okay? Verse 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is thy Lord thy God? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as a mare of the street. That's not good, man. You know, our women that told us that stop reading the Bible or I'll divorce you, right? Stop doing the work of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. Or they just say the word, stop doing the work of God, right? I'll leave you. What you're doing is nonsense, it's crazy, right? I'll divorce you. I'll take you to court for child support. Well, this second shutdown that's coming, our women are going to be stepped down, stepped under, raped, abused, beaten, and eaten. Yeah. You see, the Edomites are into eating human flesh. For you're not looking into history and learning who are the ones that like to do that, who did that, and will do it again. And they will eat our sons and daughters as well, and rape them. It's going to get crazy. I want to go to song. Give me a minute. Song, I passed it. 146. Chapter 146, verse 3. Put not your trust in prince, right? In presidents, nor in the sons of man, in whom there is no help. You know, we have 2/3 of our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, Negros, and speckled birds, that because they went to the army and came back out, right? And they tell the woman what she wants to hear. Listen, I can protect you, baby. I know how to shoot a gun. I was in the army. Listen, you can do the best to protect your wife and children, okay? The best you can do if you're doing the work of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, and he's the one that decides if you live or die. He's the one who decides who to protect, okay? Because what the Edomites are about to turn loose, it's not going to be just guns and bullets. It's not going to be these the guns that people have right now. The guns that the military is going to have is way, way more advanced. Okay? It's more high tech. Right? Especially the technology that they're going to also be using as well. Right? So we live in a sinful body, and this body, you know, is very simple to take out, to take down. Right? So we need Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai to protect not only us, but our wives and our children. Right? Our people who are with us. Verse 4, his breath goes forth. He returns to his to the earth, to his earth, Slakia. In that very day, his thoughts perish. Yeah, we don't know if we're gonna. If I don't know if tomorrow I'll be alive. Okay, that's the way. That's what Yahweh Shin Yoshai decides if I live or die tomorrow or not. Okay, verse 5. Happy is he that has Yahweh of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in Yahweh, his power. Right? But if you think that, you have the power yourself, that you have free will, all right, keep believing that. Okay? When that second shutdown comes, it will be all answer to you. I want to go to Psalm 118, chapter 118, Shalaka, verse 9. It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in a prince. Especially the Edomite. Okay? Why are you going to keep trusting the president when they show you how wicked they are? It doesn't matter if they're Democrat, Republican, or whatever names they keep making up. They still the same snake. Want to go to Isaiah chapter 2, verse 22. No, let me start at verse 19. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the course of the earth for fear of Yahweh. That's when Yahweh turns loose, Yahweh Shai, and he come back with the host of angels, with an army of angels, and those so-called UFOs. Bible calls them chariots or clouds. And for the glory of his majesty, right? That's Yahweh Shai. When he arise to shake terribly the earth. Why you think all these Edomites have bunkers under the ground? Because they know they cannot handle what's coming from the heavens. They know that. They see chariots every day, day and night. Okay? Comes out on YouTube. They just don't talk about it too much like they used to. Verse 20. In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for themselves, to worship to the moth and to the bats. Yeah. Right? Didn't they making money that they want you to worship, but they want you to follow their belief system or else? What do you think they're doing right now? Bringing in this cashless society. If you don't follow their belief system, if you don't worship, if you don't put your pants out, turn around and say cheese, and worship their fake God, worship their fake money, worship their fake belief system, right? Then they can throw you in jail and take you out. Verse 21. To go into the cliff of the rocks and into the top of the ridge rocks for fear of Yahweh, for the glory of his majesty, when he arise to shake terribly the earth. Verse 22, Slakia. Cast ye from men whose breath is in his nostril, for wherein is he to be accounted of? Yeah. Why you going to keep insisting, putting all your trust, right, on the Edomites or on people that don't care about doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai? I mean, at least we know that some of us are going to die because doing his work, okay? But that still brings us glory. And those who are with us will bring blessings to them. And those blessings is when they are crying out loud, right, in time of trouble or famine, that Yahweh shall say, oh yeah, I know whose that is. And send an angel with food, with direction and protection. You see how beautiful it is? I want to go to and leave it with Psalm 33. Chapter 33, verse 16. And I go from there. There is no king saved by the multitude of a host like of armies. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. 17. And horse is vain thing for safety. Neither shall he deliver any of his great strength. You know, it's talking about the machines, the weapons that the Edomites have, their jeeps, their tanks with missiles, okay? You know, when Yahushua comes back, it's only going to take only 1 hour to beat them, right? The battle they're going to have to beat them and to remove their power and this kingdom from the face of the earth, and to put the Edomites into slavery for 1,000 years. Okay? So, where was I? Verse 18, behold, the eyes of Yahweh is upon them that fear him. Okay? Upon them that hope in his mercy. Verse 19, to deliver their souls from death and to keep them alive in famine. Yeah. This second shutdown, we're not going to be able to get any food from the stores. If you don't take the mark of the beast, that's it. Verse 19. Oh no, slack it. Verse 20. Our soul wait for Yahweh. He is our help through his son Yahweh Shai, okay? And our shield. Verse 21. And I'll leave it at this. For our hearts, our mind shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. See how beautiful and powerful that name is? And it only belongs to the so-called Negros Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds. Okay? He's only coming for 144,000 chosen elect. I hope and pray that I'm one of them. And he's coming also for 1/3, men, women, and children. 2/3, he's going to leave behind to get burned with fire. Okay, for being stiff-necked. I hope that this was, I mean, you will come back into the new kingdom as babies, but your punishment will be here on earth. Okay? I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say Shalom.